I'm currently waiting for my Trader Joe's scallion pancake to cool down. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the books that I've been reading, so I'm gonna go grab them real quick. I finished Bestiary a couple of days ago, and this book absolutely rocked me. I was just like so immersed by the author's use of language, and it was very visceral. Like, again, there's a lot of like body stuff, like fluids and blood and bile and semen, and I don't know, I think what this book really left me with is like an appreciation for myths and the ways that the women in our lineage are artists. I mean, I think of like Alice Walker in Search of Our Mother's Gardens, and just like the ways that specifically Black women, but also like women of color and immigrant women, weave such beautiful things with their words and their hands, and that is art, and those are the things that they pass down to us. Yeah, it definitely got me thinking a lot about like my own lineage. I am also very inspired by this book to like write my own myths and parables, and yeah, just kind of write in a way that's very like, yeah. Today at work, I finished Dogs of Summer. This book took me 2 days to read, like less than 48 hours, and I loved it. I feel empty inside after finishing it. I also feel so seen and resonate so much with the narrator. Like, I was explaining to my roommate what this book is about, and I really do feel like this is such a specific experience in queer girlhood. Like, it's the best friend to gay pipeline that some of us are fortunate enough to have experienced in our adolescence. This book definitely made me feel nostalgic for that time in my like preteens. I won't reveal how old the characters in this book are in case you decide to read it, because I do feel like the author reveals their ages at a very like specific time. But yeah, I definitely relate to just that like yearning, having lots of confusing feelings for your best friend growing up, and yeah, the ways that girlhood like conditions us to be possessive of our friends and not really know how to express affection. Like, it comes off as aggression or as like envy, and yeah, I just feel like the author really nailed this specific experience. I also really liked the writing style of this book, like the lack of punctuation and just kind of like the stream of consciousness vibes, as well as the perspective of the narrator, like it just was so well crafted, and I don't know, I just jumped right into it. Like I think maybe the first couple of pages I was like, you know, getting your bearings as you do with a new book, just like entering this new world, but I was pretty hooked immediately, and I almost wish I could read it for the first time again, but then also don't, because it was like so heartbreaking. If you think about reading this book, I suggest going on Storygraph and seeing the trigger warnings that people have like crowdsourced for it, because there's some content. I definitely have dreams of writing a book basically like this. Like I almost wish I could have written this book. Just again, those themes of queerness and girlhood and the yearning. The yearning is so visceral. I have nothing but good things to say about this book. I actually did rate it 5 stars on my Storygraph. I think it's the first book of the year that I rated 5 stars. Yeah, so refreshing. Wow. So I am taking an Instagram break. I've kind of been off Instagram for a month. I'll go on every now and then to like post a story or just like see what some of my friends are up to, but I don't really scroll anymore. And I think it's really funny that my brain is like, okay, you're not getting your serotonin from scrolling, so like just obsessively read book after book after book, and like that'll do it. Yeah, immediately after finishing Dogs of Summer, I'm jumping into Piranesi, because both of these books have been on my list because a lot of the booktubers that I follow have spoken very highly of these books. And it's so funny, I bought this on Sunday, today's Tuesday, I started this on Monday, finished it today, this arrived in the mail. Like we're going. So yeah, I'm on page 21, so part 2, and I'm really intrigued by the writing style. I am enjoying the imagery and just like the very like meticulous, autistic, dare I say, tone of the narrator. Yeah, I know that this is fiction, it's fantasy, it's like magical, and I'm definitely in the mood for something a bit more lighthearted, especially after finishing Dogs of Summer. Hopefully another reading vlog to come soon. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in a video soon.